Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I make these really cute and simple keto balls. I make this for my mom sometimes when she's in the mood for something sweet. Even though there's no added sugars in here, it will give you like that nostalgic feeling of like almost a Reese's peanut butter cup. So I'm just showing what you need. I use a silk pad just because it's easier to peel them off. You can use parchment too. And right here I'm just showing you the ingredients. It's literally just coconut flour, peanut butter, chocolate, oil. And if you want to put something on top, you can put almonds or coconut, like shredded coconut, not shredded coconut. And I have all the measurements in the down bar below if you want to check that out. Right now I'm just grabbing a spatula and I'm going to add the coconut flour directly into the peanut butter. And if you have a RoboCoupe, then that would work too, but I'm just mixing it by hand because it's a small recipe and I could totally do it. So we're just going to mix it until it's completely combined, and you'll see that in a moment. Right now I'm just mixing it around and it's gonna look like really weird, and then out of nowhere it's gonna combine and be perfect. But at first, don't give up. I know it's gonna look crazy, but you're totally fine. You're doing it right. For me, it's easier to have everything measured out instead of like, oh, the peanut butter is here, let me go find the chocolate. So I just like to have everything already ready. And I put him, when he was completely combined, into the freezer for 20 minutes just because it's easier to mold him. I'm going to roll him up into little balls, and it's much easier to do it like that when it's frozen. Not completely frozen, but chilled. So I'm showing you right now the consistency of how it is when it was completely combined and already chilled. So it's a little solid, but not completely frozen that you can't mold it. See, he's a beautiful little ball. Right now I'm gonna cut up the garnish. This is literally just what I'm gonna put on top of the little balls, the little truffles. I'm gonna put almonds. I took up too many just because I'm not gonna use the entire batter. The batter holds up pretty well in the fridge, so if you want to make, let's say on next Monday you can make some more and just put the batter into the refrigerator in like a plastic bag or a Tupperware, and it's still gonna hold up and be perfectly fine because there's nothing in it that will go like rancid. So I'm taking a little bit of the almonds out, and then I'm just crushing what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna sprinkle it on top. If you wanted to do shredded coconut, it would look really nice too, or maybe some pistachios. That would be really pretty, or walnuts. This is an indulgent dessert. This is something that I make my mom every day. This is something maybe once a month that she would eat. And I'm putting it on my silk pad. You could just do it on any like silicone pad. It doesn't have to be a silk pad. Or parchment paper works too. I mean wax paper, not parchment paper. So you can see that it's a little frozen, but it's still not completely frozen. It's sticking to the spatula a little bit. So I'm gonna roll him up, and once I'm done rolling as many as I want to make, I put it back in the freezer just so they can harden up. And if some of them got a little funny because they weren't completely frozen, I can re-roll it and it's like nice and firm. So I'm just rolling it. I'm gonna pop him into the freezer. And right now I'm showing you the chocolate. Chocolate burns really easy, so you're gonna melt it in 30 seconds each. I'm adding coconut oil. Not only is it keto, but it's gonna make the chocolate a perfect bite. It's not gonna break. This is what people use all the time in like restaurants and in chocolate bars, so the chocolate won't like crack when you break it. It's like you can bite into it. So you need to add a little oil into the chocolate. And right now I'm just gonna drizzle over. This is more to make it really cute, and it tastes good, and it's much easier for the almonds to stick on top because the peanut butter balls are frozen, you know. So instead of trying to shove them in and like make your balls into little squares almost, you can just drizzle it on top of the still wet chocolate. And now I'm just decorating it, and that's it, guys. It's so simple and it's really easy. I think this would be really cute if you wanted to invite like guests over. People who aren't keto would appreciate it. Also, if somebody who's not keto, maybe you would want to add a tiny bit of honey if you know that they appreciate sugar. But if not, if your friends are keto, they would be like super impressed by this. It's really simple. It's just a little bit time consuming, but not by much. But I love you guys. Enjoy it. Bye.